Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've ever felt like you're just launching your job applications into a literal black hole, you're absolutely not alone. Today, we're going to completely transform how you apply for jobs. We're unlocking the hidden secrets of applicant tracking systems, or ATS, and showing you how to use modern AI tools to your advantage. We've got the data, the exact formatting rules, and the strategies you need to finally beat the bots, secure that interview, and land the job.
So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the ATS black hole, how AI acts as your resume GPS, our 5-step playbook, beating the knockout filters, and finally some real-world AI success. Let's dive right into Section 1, the ATS black hole. Take a look at this staggering number, 75%. That is 3 out of every 4 resumes that never, ever get seen by human eyes. They just die right there in the ATS filters. The machine simply scans them, decides they aren't a match based on its rigid programming, and tosses them out before a recruiter even finishes their morning coffee. And honestly, here's the kicker. Even if your resume survives that digital gauntlet and makes it to a real person, recruiters spend a mere 6 to 8 seconds scanning your document. Blink and you miss it, right? So our strategy has to be twofold. You have to pass the machine first with strict formatting, and then immediately wow the human with clear, impactful achievements. Now, this is a truly wild data point. A massive 43% of rejections aren't because you lack the skills. Actually, scratch that. It has nothing to do with your qualifications at all. It happens simply due to formatting and parsing errors. You could be the absolute perfect candidate, but because you used a fancy template or a weird font, the machine couldn't read your text and you were automatically rejected. No way around it. Which brings us to Section 2, AI, your resume GPS. There's a rule we absolutely love here. A beautiful resume that fails ATS is entirely useless, but a plain resume that passes, that gets you the interview. Your incredibly fancy, beautifully designed PDF might actually be the exact thing getting you auto-rejected by the 99% of Fortune 500 companies using these systems today. Function literally has to come before form here. Think of AI exactly like a GPS for your career. Without it, you're just manually guessing, right? Putting in poor formatting, missing critical keywords, basically getting lost in traffic. But when you use an AI tool, it's like plugging in your destination. The AI maps the structural route, finds the exact keywords, and lays out the perfect format. But remember, you still have to be the one behind the wheel, driving the car by editing the content and injecting your unique human voice. Okay, let's roll into Section 3, the 5-step playbook. These 5 steps will take you all the way from a blank screen to a perfectly submitted application. Step 1 is analyzing the job description for universal keywords. Step 2 is using AI to draft quantified achievements. Step 3 is stripping down the formatting to be totally ATS-friendly. Step 4 is verifying your match score. We're aiming for a solid 75% or higher here. And Step 5 is strategically submitting and tracking those applications. Check out this incredible transformation in Step 2, the drafting phase. On the left, you've got a classic, weak bullet point, responsible for managing team projects. It's vague, it's boring, it tells us nothing. But on the right, AI helps us pivot to a highly quantified, action-driven achievement. Led cross-functional team of 8 to deliver $2.3 million project 3 weeks under budget using Agile methodology. Boom! That is exactly what humans and machines want to see. And the reason that after example hits the nail on the head is because of the STAR method. AI tools are amazing at taking your raw, messy career data and snapping it right into this structure: situation, task, action, and result. By using AI to quantify everything in this format, you're virtually guaranteeing that your resume cleanly passes ATS filters. Because guess what? Machines absolutely love scanning for hard digits and structured results. Moving on to Section 4, beating the knockout filters. Grab your phone and snap a picture of this cheat sheet right now. Sticking to this table is completely non-negotiable if you want to pass those parsing algorithms. You must use a plain, single-column .docx format. Multi-column PDFs? Toss them. Stick to standard fonts like Arial or Calibri. Absolutely no fancy script. And crucially, use 0 graphics. That means no icons, no charts, and no logos. Just text. Because if you don't take this seriously, you're going to fall into a trap that literally caught a senior tech lead who was auto-rejected by his very own company. The system was programmed to filter for AngularJS. He wrote Angular, and because it wasn't a perfect match, auto-rejection. A stunning 66% of ATS systems fail to recognize synonyms, so if they ask for project management, Do not write managed projects. You need an exact match.
I really want to emphasize this heavily because it's such a common mistake. If you include a photo on your resume, you face a massive 88% auto rejection rate. Unless you are literally an actor or a model where your face is the job requirement, keep your headshot completely off the document. Absolutely no exceptions.
So, before your finger even hovers over that submit button, run your document through this critical debug checklist. .docx format? Check. Single column? Check. Standard fonts, zero graphics, keywords naturally woven in, and a tested match rate of at least 75%. And finally, zero typos. Seriously, just one single typo can trigger a 79% rejection rate. Don't skip the checklist.
Let's wrap things up with Section 5, Real-World AI Success. Take Sarah's case, a marketing manager with 8 years of experience. She spent 3 entire months applying the old-fashioned way and got 0 callbacks. Crickets. But then she used an AI optimizer to rewrite her bullets with specific metrics, stripped out the fluff, and followed the ATS rules. It completely changed her trajectory. In under a month, she got 5 interview invites and landed a senior role with a 20% salary bump.
And for those of you looking to switch industries, career changers, the ROI here is massive. When you use AI to translate your past experience into the new industry's exact terminology, hitting those required keywords perfectly, the results are wild. Career changers saw a staggering 300% increase in their callback rate, jumping from a tiny 3% all the way up to 12%.
To put that incredible efficiency into perspective, just look at this. Before using AI, job seekers were churning out an exhausting 51 applications just to get a single interview. But after implementing this playbook, they dropped their application-to-interview ratio by a massive 67%, down from 51 applications to just 17 for one interview. You're working smarter, applying less, and getting vastly better results.
So, here is the big takeaway. Your skills, your talent, your hard-earned experience, they are already there. You've got what it takes, but you have to learn to speak the machine's language first before a human will ever get the chance to see how great you are. So ask yourself, which of these 5 steps are you going to implement on your resume today? Are you ready to stop dropping your hard work into a black hole? Let AI map your direct route and go get that interview. Thanks for hanging out with me on this explainer, and I'll see you on the next one.